Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ankit. I work as a data scientist for a analytics consultancy firm. I have over 6 years of experience in the IT industry and over 2.5 years of experience now in data science. I work a lot with data science tools, particularly working in machine learning and predictive analytics, descriptive analytics, predictive modeling these days. But I also have to use a lot of Excel in my line of work. So today I'm going to show you a very important function which is widely used by data scientists and data analysts, likewise uh, in their daily daily work life. So today we are going to learn about the function called offset and row number. Row number to begin with is a pretty simple function. Row number basically returns returns the row number. It's pretty easy. So like if you have to get the row number of this particular cell, well, any of the cells in this particular row, well, all you have to do is double click on the cell or press function and F2 on the cell so that it becomes editable, and then just pass the function row opening braces, closing braces, press tab, and it will give you the row number. As a matter of fact, the row number remains same for all these cells present in this row. So you just to be sure, I'm just showing you. So anywhere here, it will all be same, all the same. If you see here, so this gives you the row number. I'm going to tell you why this is important in context to offset very soon. So yeah, now coming to the main function that we're going to learn today, it's called offset. It basically returns a reference to a range, that is a specified number of rows and columns from a cell or range of cells. The reference that is returned can be a single cell or a range of cells. You can specify the number of rows and the number of columns to be returned. So what it basically means is, suppose you have a table like this where you have a monthly data of sales across three regions: north, west, and middle. And suppose you want to have the you want to only have see the data of a month of January and region west. So all you gotta do is, of course, there are easier way of doing it, but as an example, I am showing you with offset. Okay, so all you need to do is uh, enter the cell by double click on it, give equals to, then type offset, open the braces. The first thing that you have to provide, it's a required parameter, is a reference. So what it means is you need to select a cell which basically will be serving as the reference point or the starting point from which you will be gathering the rest of the data from in order to get your desired result. So in this table, if you see, we need the data of month January and region West. So this is the data that we want. So we want the data from this table. So in order to set a reference, let's set the reference as B2. Okay, and let's just fix it. Oh, sorry. So you can just use, should always fix the date. So always fix the reference point by using the dollars. Okay. Next would be to specify the rows. Now here you can say that should we use the row number? Well, if you do that, you have to understand the rows and columns parameters that is present here actually denoting to the rows in reference to the starting point, which we have chosen in this case B2. So if I have to select the row what do you think we should select? Our row is the row of January, okay, and it is just one row below the reference point. So we have to select one. And so now right now this particular row is selected, Jan, then 1 2 4 3 4, then 2 3 4 2 3 4, and then 1 2 3 5 6. Now out of these three values, which is the value that you want to select, in order, like, which, the record of which column that you need to select. So in order to do that, you need to select the column parameter again. So in this case, you need to select the west column because that's what we set our objective for. The west column, if you see, it's the D column, which is the fourth column. But again, in this case, you should not see the column number with respect to the whole sheet, but the column number should be set with respect to the starting point that we have chosen as the first parameter, which in this case is B2. So the west column is coming two columns to the right of the months column, the, the months column, yeah, the B2 column, the B2 cell, sorry. So it is coming two places after the B2 cell. So we have to select two. Now if you now give the closing braces and press tab, voila, you see. Now, okay, and now you can say, what if I drag it down? Will I get the result for the Western region for all the months? We can just try that. No, what's happening is the row numbers are staying same as well as the column number. So what you can do. So the column number is supposed to remain same because honestly we are looking for the data of the Western region. So the column number is supposed to stay 2, but the row number should change for every row. That is, here we should get the result of Western region sales for the month of Feb. Here we should get the Western region sale for the month of March, and likewise for April and May. But we are not getting that. So right now, this is where we have to employ the knowledge of row function. So row function, if I use this and just leave it, what it will do is, as you know, the row function, if you use here, it will give you this value, the one here. Why is it giving this? Why do you think? Because when you use row function, the row function is with respect to the entire sheet. The row function does not care about what is the starting point or reference point of your offset. So here you need to, tweak the row function a little bit. All you have to do is, in this case, if you see, yeah. So if you see here, all what we need to do here is these rows. So how can you how can we utilize the row function? If I have to ask, what if we do row minus 2? Let's check what we get. Yeah, see, when you do row minus 2, what happens is row gives you 3, and when you do minus 2, it removes the top two rows. It subtracts the top two rows and gives you this row, okay, which is basically the first row of your reference table. If you bring it down, you get all the correct row number for the offset starting reference, which is B2. So that's why what we can do is instead of using row function directly, we can use row function -2 in this case, as our first row is starting, the first row in our offset table or our reference table is starting after 2 rows of the entire sheet. So here we go. See, now you're getting the right value, drag it down, voila, you're getting the right value. So this is what offset function is. Now suppose you have another, suppose you have a table like this, and let's say in another sheet you have and the skeleton of the table, and you need to map all this data based on the month and the region over here. So all you need to do is do the same thing. You need to go to the cell first and then select offset, select the first reference of the mapping table, and make it, don't forget to make it fixed with the dollar signs. And then for the first, so for the column north, that is sales for the northern region, we need for the first month of Jan, sorry, the first month of the year, that is Jan, you need the first row of that offset table. So all you need to do again, row -2, because the first row is starting after in the third row. Okay, so in order to make it the first row, you need to deduct it, you know, subtract it by 2, and then you need to give the corresponding column number, which in this case will be 1, because north in the above table is the first column, is right after the is right after the reference cell. So you give 1 and you press tab. Oops. Okay, there's some issue. Okay, B2, row of 2. Oh, oh, okay. In this case, what will happen is that, okay, so the row number, if you use here, the row number is 15, and you need the row number, from this row number 3. So what you need to do is that, you know, you need to 14. So the row number is 15. So if you subtract it by 14, it will give you 1, which is exactly what you need in order to capture the first row of the offset range. And yep, now if you drag it down, voila. Okay, so this is what offset is. I hope you like the video. I hope it is clear. uh, yeah, I guess this is my first video. I hope to get better. And if you have any comments, way I can improve my presentation skills, or is there anything else that you'd like to know about my work life, about how I do things, or if there's any other topic that you want me to make a video on, so yeah, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you.